Hello, everyone. Welcome to the podcast series Native English, the place where we grow your English. Together, step by step. I'm Robert Hudson, and I'm so happy you're here with me today. In this episode, we're talking about something very important for every English learner. How to speak English with confidence. If you're feeling nervous, if you're afraid of making mistakes, if you feel shy when speaking English, don't worry, you're not alone. Many English learners feel the same way. And guess what? There is a way to fix this, and it starts today. Let's talk about how you can speak calmly, clearly, and confidently even if you are just beginning. Why do so many people, maybe even you, feel so nervous, uncomfortable, or even scared when it's time to speak English? You study grammar, you learn vocabulary, you try hard to improve. But still, when you open your mouth to speak, something blocks you. You freeze. You forget. You feel your heart beating faster. Your hands might even shake. It's not because you're not smart, it's not because you're lazy, and it's definitely not because you're not good at languages. The truth is, most people are afraid to speak English because they're afraid of making mistakes. You might worry that you'll say the wrong word, that you'll pronounce something badly, that someone will laugh or correct you or look confused. And that fear, it makes you quiet. It makes you stop yourself before you even try. You might be thinking, what if I sound silly? What if they don't understand me? What if I embarrass myself? These are really common thoughts. So first of all, I want to say, it's okay to feel this way. You're not alone. In fact, almost every English learner in the world has had these exact same thoughts. Even the most fluent speakers you know started exactly where you are now. They also felt nervous. They also made mistakes. They also worried about what people would think. But here's the secret they learned, and the one I want to share with you today. Confidence doesn't mean you never make mistakes. It means you don't let mistakes stop you. Let me repeat that because it's really important. Confidence is not perfection. Confidence is trying, even when you're not perfect. When we learn a new language, we often feel like we have to say everything exactly right. Perfect grammar, perfect accent, perfect vocabulary. But that's not how real communication works. Think about a child learning their first language. They don't speak with perfect grammar. They mix up words. They forget things. They talk slowly. And do you laugh at them? Of course not. You smile, you encourage them. You know they're learning. You need to give yourself the same kindness. You're learning. You're growing. And you're doing something incredibly brave. You're speaking in a language that's not your first. That's powerful. Tips to build confidence in your English speaking. So now, let's talk about what you can do to build your confidence. Because here's the truth. Confidence is not magic. It doesn't appear overnight. It's something you build step by step, day by day, just like learning anything else. And you don't need to be fluent to be confident. You don't need to know 5,000 words or speak fast like a native. You just need to start with small actions that move you forward. So let's go through some real, honest, and doable tips to help you feel more confident when you speak English. Tip 1. Start small talk to yourself. This might sound strange at first, but trust me, it works. If you feel nervous speaking English with other people, start by speaking with yourself. Yes, really. You can do this in front of a mirror. You can do it while walking around your house. Just describe what you're doing. You can say, I'm brushing my teeth now. I'm making tea. I'm going to work. Start with the little things. Then maybe you talk to yourself about your day. Today was a long day. I was busy, but I feel good. Tomorrow, I want to study English for 20 minutes. This builds a habit. It helps you feel more natural using English in daily life. And the best part? There's no pressure. No one's listening. No one's judging. It's just you and your words. Tip 2. Use simple phrases. You don't need complicated grammar to speak with confidence. Actually, confident speakers often use very simple sentences. Think about how children speak. I like this. I want that. I don't know. I'm happy today. It's clear. It's strong. It's enough. Don't feel like you have to use big words to sound smart. Say what you mean simply. Say it clearly. And say it with intention. You can build up to more complex grammar later. But for now, simple is strong. Tip 3. Think in English, not in your native language. This one is really important. Many people try to translate in their head when speaking English. But this takes time and it makes your speech slower and more stressful. So instead, try thinking directly in English. You can start with simple thoughts. It's hot today. I'm hungry. I need to finish my work. If you do this every day, even for a few minutes, you'll get faster. You'll stop hesitating. And you'll feel more confident because the words will come more naturally. It's okay if your thoughts are basic at first. That's how fluency begins. Tip 4. Listen and repeat mimic native speakers. This is one of the most powerful exercises you can do. Pick a short video or audio clip in English. Maybe a YouTube video, a podcast, or even a scene from a movie. Listen to one sentence, pause. Repeat it out loud. Try to copy the speaker's tone, rhythm, and pronunciation. This is called shadowing, and it's used by actors, language learners, and even public speakers to improve fluency and confidence. When you repeat what a confident speaker says, you start to sound confident too. You'll learn how sentences really sound, not just how they're written. It's like training your ear and your mouth at the same time. Start with just 5 minutes a day. You'll be surprised how much progress you make. Tip 5. Make mistakes and be proud of them. Let's be honest, nobody likes making mistakes. But if you want to build real confidence, you have to change your relationship with mistakes. Instead of thinking, oh no, I said it wrong, think, yes, I spoke, I tried. That means I'm improving. Mistakes are proof that you're practicing. Imagine if a baby said, I'm not going to walk until I can walk perfectly. They'd never walk. But babies fall, get up, fall again, and eventually they learn. That's you. Tip 6. Practice every day. Even just 5 minutes. You don't need to spend hours studying. You don't need to memorize 100 words a day. What matters more is consistency. Can you practice English for 5 minutes today? Great. Can you speak one sentence out loud tomorrow? Even better. Can you listen to a short podcast while making breakfast? Perfect. Daily practice builds momentum. And when something becomes part of your daily life, it becomes easier and more natural. Little by little, your brain will get used to English. Your mouth will feel more comfortable forming the words. And your confidence will start to rise. without pressure, without stress. Tip 7. Write in English. Journal your thoughts. Writing is a powerful way to connect with the language. Each day, write a few lines in English. Today I woke up early. I feel tired, but I want to keep learning. I spoke 2 sentences in English today. You'll start to see your thoughts in English. That's a big step. And if you would like help with this, I've created a special, beautiful journals design. You can write your thoughts, feeling, progress there. The link is in the description if you want to check it out. Tip 8. Confidence grows faster when you're not alone. That's why I created a Telegram group called English to You, where learners from all around the world support each other, practice together, and share daily tips. It's free, it's friendly, and it's full of people just like you, learning, growing, and building their confidence. If you want to join us, the link is also in the description. Focus on simple sentences and simple speech. Let me ask you something today. Have you ever tried to speak English, and suddenly your brain gets full of big words, long grammar rules, and so many thoughts at the same time that you just give up? Maybe you try to say one small thing, and your mind says, wait, what's the right verb? Am I using present perfect? Should I say have been or just was? And in that moment you freeze. I get it, really, I do. I know that pressure, that desire to speak correct English, that voice in your head that says, don't speak unless it's perfect. But here's the truth. Perfect sentences are not your goal. Simple ones are. Let me repeat that. You don't need to speak perfectly. You need to speak simply and clearly. Because confidence in English doesn't start with big vocabulary. It starts with small, clear thoughts that you can express easily. How to stay motivated while learning English. Let's be real for a second, okay? Learning English isn't always easy. Some days you feel excited. You learn something new and you feel proud of yourself. You imagine yourself speaking fluently, confidently, like it's already happening. But then, other days come. The hard days. You feel tired. You can't remember anything. You listen to someone speak fast English and your brain just stops. And you think, will I ever really speak this language? Why is it taking so long? Am I wasting my time? Let me tell you something important right now. Every English learner in the world has felt this way. Yes, even the ones who speak fluently now. Motivation is not something you feel all the time. It comes and goes. Like waves. Some days the waves are strong and you ride them. Other days the water is calm, or maybe even stormy. And that's okay. What matters is that you keep showing up even on the days when you don't feel motivated. Because that's where the real growth. Before we end this episode, I want to leave you with a few final words. I want you to know something that many learners forget. You're doing better than you think. Thank you so much for being here today. For trusting me with your time. Subscribe for more upcoming episodes and don't forget to check the description. Goodbye. See you later.